Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria. This is Lagos Weekend Television, and you know what we do on this show? We talk about child spacing method, modern child spacing method. We try to make child spacing method, especially we know people call it family planning, but you know, we've advanced. The situation has advanced more than that, so it's called child spacing method. You don't just go about saying family planning methods. We talk about child spacing method, prevention, when we talk about sexually transmitted diseases, child mortality, maternal mortality rates reduction, and all that. That is what we do on this show every 12 o'clock on Saturday on Lagos Weekend Television. And this program is made possible by DKT Nigeria, one of the largest private providers of contraceptives and reproductive health products in the country. And we try to encourage families, especially women, to embrace child spacing method, thereby reducing maternal mortality rates in the country. Thereby, you know, Nigeria is one of the largest African countries out there. By doing that, we are, in a way, in our own little way, contributing to the achievement of Vision FP 2020. It's called FP 2020, Family Planning 2020. So welcome to the show. Please relax, sit back. We bring you another exciting topic today. Please stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. It's still Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria. And like I said earlier on, this program is all encompassing. It's not just about for families, it's about women, youth. We have sexually active youth out there. We have so many people. We want everybody to benefit from this talk. Every Saturday, we try to encourage people to embrace healthy sexual lifestyle. So today we are talking about another modern child spacing method. It's called emergency contraceptive pill. As the name implies, you can easily use it when you have this emergency. And you can use it to prevent pregnancy if you had unprotected sex. So today I have with me in the studio Dr. Tosin Laleye, a regular medical practitioner.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone at home.
And Omolara Luku, the Media and Communications Manager with DKC Nigeria, the ever-smiling woman.
Good afternoon, Nigerians. Good afternoon, everyone at home. It's good to be here once again.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, today we are talking emergency contraceptive pill. What exactly, I know I've tried to, in my own little way, I've tried to, describe what emergency contraceptive pill is. What exactly is emergency contraceptive pill?
Thank you very much. Just as the name suggests, emergency contraceptive pill connotes something you use only during emergencies. And with regards to contraceptives, we refer to emergencies as those times you have sex unprotected, maybe unplanned for, times that you did not plan to have sex and you do not have a method in place for preventing pregnancy. So the emergency contraceptive pill, which the DKT brand is known as Postpill or after sex pill, is actually what you take to prevent unwanted pregnancy when you've had unprotected sex.
Okay, so when should women use emergency contraceptive pill?
Okay, thank you. That is a very good question. You have a series of situations, you have a series of circumstances that the emergency pill, the post pill now, will come into play. So let's start by saying now, number one, you have a situation whereby you had unprotected intercourse. It's an emergency pill. It wasn't, you didn't plan for it. It happened and you need to prevent against unplanned pregnancy. You can actually take the post pill. Moving away from that, we have people, some people will say, oh, we tried using a condom, but unfortunately, while we used it, the condom burst. So what do? At that, if such a situation arises, you can also, the female now, can also use the emergency pill known as the post pill. Also,
but it's for women.
Yes, it's for women. I need to put that out. It's not for men. The emergency pill, the post pill, is for women. Then also, outside of that, you are on a regular method. There are some method now that when they expire and you go for a new one, you renew. And in the process of most of the time, when you don't renew while you are menstruating, they ask you that, okay, in the next 7 days, if you are going to have intercourse, despite the fact that you've actually adopted this method, you need a backup plan. So, for example, you've gone for your implant, it wasn't done while you were menstruating, or you've gone for the injection, it wasn't done while you were menstruating, while in the process of, you waiting for it to kick into action, and you have intercourse with your partner, then at that point we'll say that you also need a post pill. While for you, for that particular method that you've picked, for it to kick into action, if invariably you have an intercourse within that open space of that 7 days that they will give you at the hospital, yes, you can also use the post pill pending the time that method will kick into action. Then we always have about, we don't pray for situations like that. But a situation whereby there is a forced intercourse, it was forced, it wasn't meant to happen, then you can take the post pill because it is an after sex pill, is an after intercourse pill. Then you can take it. Okay, so
sorry if I may add to that. And we know that some people prefer natural methods, for example, the withdrawal method. And sometimes the man in question may not calculate well. So if the withdrawal method goes wrong, it's advised that the lady takes a post pill immediately to prevent unwanted pregnancy.
How soon should that be taken?
Okay, thank you. For maximum effectivity, we actually advise that the woman takes the pill after being exposed to intercourse she didn't plan for within the first 12 hours. But this pill we are talking about is actually effective for up to 120 hours. That's 5 days after exposure. But for maximum effectivity, it is advised that the pill is taken within 12 hours of exposure.
Okay, and what if you forget after that?
Okay, well,
after that, 120 hours.
Yes,
is there a remedy?
No, even for the 120 hours now, you could hear what the doctor said. She said for high efficacy, for it to work perfectly well, then you need to take it as soon as possible, within 12 hours after intercourse. You know, the process of you delaying, though you have an open window of 120 hours, which is 5 days, but we usually advise, because you hear some people say, oh, I had unprotected intercourse, I took emergency pill, and it didn't work. The question is, how soon did you take it?
When did you use it?
When did you use it? So we usually say, please don't delay. If you have it close by, take it as soon as possible. Do not delay until, oh, because they say you have 5 days, you now wait until that 5 days. You don't know the condition your system is. Yes, because of the mechanism of action, and that the doctor will still talk about. Because of the mechanism of action, it is better for you, it is even safer for you to take it as soon as possible.
So before we move to how to use it, let's talk about let's talk about the health implications. Are there any health implications? Do you need to say because I'm hypertensive, I cannot use this particular method? What are there any health conditions you have to consider before adopting it?
All right, thank you very much. Well, maybe I should just mention how it works, and then I talk about the effects. Like she introduced, it works by delaying ovulation, and that's why we encourage that you take it on time, because if you are exposed to intercourse unprotected today, you may not even fully understand your body calendar. You don't know if your ovulation was scheduled to take place within the next 24 or 48 hours. So if you delay and you allow ovulation to happen before you take the pill, then it's likely you end up saying the pill did not work, because the mechanism of action is that it delays ovulation. Ovulation is the process whereby the egg is released and it is then fertilized by the sperm. But if there is no release of the egg, then fertilization cannot take place. Then as in terms of the effects, well, we don't really focus on saying, okay, if you're hypertensive, you cannot take this, because it's not supposed to be a permanent method. It is something you just take as a result of an emergency. So yes, it's not a permanent method of contraceptive. So whether or not you are hypertensive, as long as you're on your medication, if something accidental happens as a one-off thing, yes, you can take it, but it cannot be a permanent method of contraceptive.
So regardless of your, how would I put it, marital status, anyone can use it.
That's why, that's why of all the other method of modern contraception, this particular method that we're talking about, the emergency pill, the post pill, you don't need a prescription. So meaning that it is safe for you to walk into any pharmacy, walk into any chemist, drugstore that are close to you. Emergencies happen, you can walk in, buy one, take it, and you are good to go. Like the doctor said, it's not supposed to be your regular method, everyday method. No, it's not supposed to be. But you can use it, like she said, irrespective of your health condition, because it is a one-off.
Okay. So what about, how do you use? Do you take with meals, water, or any other beverage?
Well, we'll usually say that you can take it with anything, in as much as, you know, for people, you know, I will still talk about the side effect now. For some people, you know, one of the side effects could be nausea. So we usually advise that you don't take on empty tummy. Make sure you eat before you take it. So you can take it with anything, in as much as, but not like alcoholic or whatever. No, please. So don't say, oh, I want this thing to work. Let me just take it with any alcoholic. No, please don't. You can take it with water. You can take it with tea. Just, yes. Okay,
it's still Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria. And today we are talking emergency pill, also known as post pill. And Omolara Luko, the Media and Communications Manager with DKT Nigeria, and Dr. Tosin Lale have been doing justice to that topic. We've discussed so far about how to use it, who can use it, how effective is this form of contraceptive. And I'm sure viewers at home have one or two questions to ask about today's topic. You can share your experience with us if you've used this method before. You can send your WhatsApp messages on 0809-0279-018, 0809-0279-018, or call 0908-729-6673. Please note that send only WhatsApp messages on 0809-0279-018, because I'm sure some of our viewers have actually saved our numbers, and we have some messages coming in already. But before we read the messages, let's look at where can a woman get? Okay, we've talked about that. So let's look at the minimal side effects and its management, because I'm sure one of our viewers asked, can it cause menstrual changes? What are the side effects?
Exactly, that is one of the most common side effects of this pill.
Okay.
Menstrual changes can occur in that after you've taken the pill, you may expect that, okay, your period should come at the normal time. This may not happen. It may happen before and it may happen after. Most of the time, a lot of women say that their menstruation was delayed, maybe by a week or two. Okay. So that's actually one of the commonest side effects of the post-pill.
Okay, I think the calls are coming in already. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Hello? Okay, we lost that call. Please go ahead with your thoughts.
Another side effect which she actually mentioned earlier is nausea. So nausea may actually lead some women to vomit, and it's advised that if you vomit within 2 hours of having taken the pill, you should actually take another pill, because most likely you would have also thrown the pill out in the vomit. So if you take it and you vomit within 2 hours, please take a second pill.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria. What's your name, please? Hello?
Hello?
What's your name, please? You're on here. What's your name, please? Hello? I'm afraid we have to let you go. Please gather your thoughts. Let's know what you want to share with us. So before we go ahead, I think we should take a break now. But let me read out the numbers again. Send your messages to 0809 0279018, 0809 0279018, or call 0908 729 6673. If you need more information about today's topic, today's method, or any other method, you can also visit www.honeyandbanana.com, or send your question or messages to RHS, that's DKT's toll-free short code, RHS space to 38350, RHS space your question to 38350, and I'm sure a doctor will call you back. You can equally call our direct line on 0090279018. I'll take the website again, www.honeyandbanana.com, www.honeyandbanana.com. On that site, you can actually get any information you need about child spacing method, modern child spacing method, and any other information about reproductive health. That is what we do on this program, and that is what DKT is known for. We take a short break now. When we return, we'll take more calls and we'll read out more messages we've received so far. Please stay with us. Okay, thanks for staying with us. It's still Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria, and today we are talking emergency pill, post-pill, also known as post-pill, emergency contraceptive pill, and we have been doing justice to that topic with Dr. Tosin Laleye. She's a medical practitioner, and Omolara Luko, the Media and Communications Manager with DKT Nigeria. So, let's look at some of the frequently asked questions about emergency contraceptive pill. What if you had unprotected intercourse more than once in the same month or menstrual cycle?
Okay.
Should you take it all over and over again, like twice or thrice? I think we have a call. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name, please? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am. My name is Polari.
Your name is Folari.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Folari, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Shaga.
Ishaga. Okay, thanks for calling. What's your question?
Actually, my question is all about when to
When to do what?
I mean ovulation period.
Okay.
Like if I'm ready to have a baby.
Okay, you want to know how to calculate your ovulation period?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Folari, for calling. Okay. Will you quickly respond to that before we move to the next question?
To be able to calculate your ovulation period, it's not like you can be 100% sure that this is the exact time you are ovulating. The first thing you have to know is the length of your menstrual cycle, and you need to have a regular menstrual cycle. Not all women have a regular menstrual cycle, but if you have a regular menstrual cycle, for example, you are the kind of woman that has like the perfect 28-day cycle, it is actually very easy for you. So usually for the woman with the 28-day cycle, we say that ovulation occurs around the 14th day of the cycle. The first day of your cycle being the first day of your menstrual flow. So the first day of your menstrual flow is the first day of your cycle. So from that day till the 14th day, and usually ovulation may happen 2 days before or 2 days after. So we say between 12 to 16 days, around those days, you can be sure that, okay, ovulation is likely to occur around this time. But if your cycle is not regular, if you don't have, it may be difficult to actually be able to say, okay, this is when I'm ovulating. And then sometimes you can also use a kind of secretion, the kind of vaginal secretion you have to have an idea of the time you are ovulating. Usually around the time of ovulation, the vaginal secretion, it changes, it becomes a lot stickier and all of that. Usually on the days preceding ovulation, it may just be the watery kind of secretion, but around the time you are ovulating, it becomes sticky. We usually say that if you draw it, you know the way okra draws at times, yeah. So you can actually find your secretion drawing like that, so you can have an idea that, okay, I may be about to ovulate around this time. So those are some ways that you can check. But like I said, you can never be 100% sure to be able to pin down a specific day or time and say, I'm ovulating right now. That may not be perfect.
Okay,
yes.
If you had unprotected intercourse more than once in the same month. Okay, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, please? Olabisi, thanks for calling. Where are you calling from, Olabisi? Ogijo. Okay, go ahead with your question.
I just want to ask, maybe because you don't use the medicine around that 5 days, use it around 6 days, what's going to happen?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that question, Olabisi. The doctor, we've actually explained the mechanism of action of this particular drug, that what it does is to actually delay ovulation. And if you are not sure when you are ovulating, it becomes an issue. So the open window you have for this particular drug is between the 1st day and the 5th day, 120 hours. Anything after that, you can't be sure of the efficacy. Because basically the drug, what we are talking about the drug now, if you take it immediately after the unprotected intercourse, we say you get a 95% efficacy out of it. But the more you wait, efficacy begins to drop. You get it? So what we're saying is try as much as possible to take it within that 5 days for you to get effectiveness from it.
Okay.
And sorry, and since it's not a prescription drug, you can buy it over the counter. So you should try and get it immediately.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
What's your name, please? Welcome to Contraceptive Matters with DKT Nigeria.
Yeah, this is Isaiah on the line.
Isaiah, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I just want to ask, for how long does that post-pill works?
Okay. Thank you for calling, Isaiah. Okay.
If taken, it stays in the system for 24 hours. Meaning
Okay.
that if I have unprotected intercourse today and I take it, maybe in the next few hours, it means that it is in my system for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
If I'm exposed to another intercourse outside of that 24 hours, it doesn't cover for me.
Okay.
Meaning that if I take it now and I'm exposed to another unprotected intercourse within 24 hours window, I
It's
am
still
still
effective.
protected, yes. But anything outside of that 24 hours, you might need to take another one.
Okay, so I think that answers.
Okay, that
answers
answers if
that
you've had
question.
unprotected
Yes,
intercourse
yes.
more than once in the same menstrual cycle. So what if you have intercourse many times in one night? How many times should you take emergency contraceptive pill?
We are still talking about
Yes, yes.
24 hours.
Okay.
So if you
First
take it
one.
within that 24 hours, you get covered for 24 hours. But outside of 24 hours, for example, if I take for 1 or 2 p.m. today, meaning that the next until like 2 p.m. tomorrow, I'm still covered. But
Okay.
anything outside of that 2 p.m. tomorrow, if I'm exposed to unprotected intercourse, then
Okay.
I need to take another one.
Okay. Types of post pill not mentioned. Kushani Shina wants to know. Are there types of
No,
post pill?
it's just basically one.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name, please? Welcome to the show.
My name is Faida.
Your name is Faidat. Where are you calling from, Faidat? Hello, Faidat. Are you there? Oh, we lost that call. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name, please?
My name is Abdullah.
Your name is Abdullah. Abdullah, thanks for calling.
Yes,
What's
hello.
your question, Abdullah?
Okay, my question is that
Abdullah, go ahead. Abdullah, are you there? I think we lost Abdullah. Okay, what if you take it before intercourse? Someone wants to know. You cannot take it before
You
intercourse.
can't take it. In fact, this is the only method that you take after intercourse. Every other method are in your system.
Okay.
You take them before the intercourse, but this is the only method, the emergency pill. The post pill is the only one. You know, it's a remedy for accident. It's a remedy for emergency that happen and you are not prepared for. So please, you can't take it before.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Hello? Hello? We lost that call. Okay, hello? What is the name of the drug?
Okay.
Someone wants to know the name of the drug.
Postpill. 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 And it's a single dose. It's just one tablet. Yes, just one tablet.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Tommy.
This is who?
Tommy.
Tommy, thanks for calling. What's your question?
My question is, after using this dose for several months,
Okay.
and what is the disadvantage in the woman's body?
Okay.
And again, what causes change in the days or cycles of menstruation?
What causes what?
The change in days in menstruation.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy, for calling.
Okay. So let me quickly address the first one. It's not meant for you to be taking every day. It's not a temporary method like the other, like the injection, the implants, the IUCD. It's basically an emergency pill. That is. And also, coming back to the question that she has, that what happens if you take one in a cycle? You know, the doctor explained the other time that you may have either early or delayed menstruation, meaning that your menstruation, your menstruation could actually come a bit late or a bit earlier. Okay. And she also talked about, breast tenderness. At some point, you may feel some breast tenderness if you are taking it. So please, it's not a regular method that you take like a daily pill. So in case you want a regular method, you can actually pick up the daily pill. But for the daily pill, you need to discuss with your doctor. It's not something you go over the counter, buy and just take. You need to discuss with your doctor before you take that. And that daily pill means that you have to be taking it every day.
All right. Is it good for someone with CS? That's a question from one of our viewers.
CS.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, like we said, it is an emergency contraceptive, something you take as a one-off in case of unprotected intercourse. Okay. It has nothing to do with whether or not you had a cesarean section. No, it does not. It does not affect your womb, if that is what you are trying to ask. No, it does not.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters. Hello? Hello? I think we lost that call.
I guess the other
yes, she had more questions.
What happens? What is the causes for change in menstrual cycle?
Well, there are very many different causes of change in menstrual cycle. For some women, it could be as a result of imbalances in certain hormones. And when we say changes in menstrual cycle, that means it may not come when it should come. Okay, I think we are.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. I think we lost that call. Please keep trying. I'm sure many viewers are trying to get across to us. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Contraceptive Matters. What's your name, please?
Kafilat from K2.
Your name is?
Kafilat from K2.
Kafilat from K2. Welcome to the show. What's your question, Kafilat? Hello, Kafilat, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. We lost Kafilat. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, I'm from I want to ask you a question, please.
What's your name, please? Welcome to Contraceptive Matters.
I'm Shola from Ikorodu.
Shola from Ikorodu.
Yeah.
What's your question, please? Go ahead.
There was a little bit that is having irregular menstruation, and also I discovered that it's producing milk that being completed.
You want to know the reason for irregular menstruation. Did I get you right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, is that all, Shola?
And again, I discovered that our breast is producing milk without being impregnated.
Our what?
Our breast.
Okay,
Our breast is what?
Is producing milk.
Is producing milk. You want to know the reason for irregular menstruation. Is she on any form of contraceptive?
What is it?
Is she on any method at the moment?
No.
Okay, thank you,
Has
Shola.
she had a baby before?
Has she had a baby before, Shola?
She hasn't.
She has one.
She has not had a baby before.
Okay.
Has she ever been pregnant?
No, she has not been pregnant.
Okay, but she's been trying to get pregnant.
Yes.
For how long?
Just a few months ago.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Shola. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your question. Okay, like I was saying, reasons for... Is it still? Okay. Reasons for irregular menstruation in some women, some may be as a result of imbalances in certain hormones. It may be as a result of certain contraceptives, like when we discussed the injectables, for example, we said in some women, after a while, they may not even see the menstruation, but sometimes it may just be the flow is very scanty and all. But for what he has, you can see that I tried to ask some follow-up questions. It is not something we can just tell you the reasons or the solutions to over the air. You actually need to see a gynecologist for that. But what he's describing sounds like a woman who may have what we call a polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's a syndrome whereby the woman is unable to get pregnant. The woman will also have hyperprolactinemia, and because of that, that's why you may have the breast producing milk even when the woman is not necessarily lactating. But because the hormone responsible for lactation, that's the prolactin, is too much in such a woman, that's why she will have that. She may have problems with weight gain. She may be at risk for diabetes mellitus. So I will advise such a woman to see a gynecologist as soon as possible.
Okay.
So those are some of the reasons why a woman's menstruation may not be regular. And of course, pregnancy is the commonest reasons why a woman may be looking for her menses and not see.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Please lower the volume of your TV set. Hello? Are you there? We lost that call. I'm afraid that's our last call for today. Good afternoon. My name is Elizabeth. I am 24. Please, can vitamin C prevent pregnancy?
Not medically.
No.
No.
No, those are, in fact, please, no. Don't, because we have, you know, people like that abuse drugs.
Okay.
You know, they want a sharp, a sharp action, and they take drugs that are not supposed to take. In fact, it's not new to me asking for, in fact, there are so many other drugs they ask you, if I take like this number of this particular drug.
That's self-medication.
Yes, so please, it
Oh,
will not.
okay. And I hope she's not trying to use it to prevent pregnancy. Okay.
That's
So
a question.
if you want to prevent,
Please, can vitamin C prevent pregnancy?
Please, you
Use
can
the-
go for
And she's
any,
24.
yes, you can go for any other method of contraception, the injectables, talking about the sauna press, the implant, talking about the implanon NST or the Jadel. You can go for the IUCD, talking about the Lydia IUD. And also, you can use emergency pill. The man can use the male condom. So you have so many other
options.
what's it called, methods that you can actually pick on that will prevent pregnancy. Please don't abuse drugs.
Okay.
Please.
If a girl is seeing her period and have intercourse, can she still use the drug?
Well, what I would say is usually we say that when a woman is on her period, she's not likely to get pregnant at that time. But it's actually been found out that some women ovulate during menstruation. Okay. So you should not assume that because I'm menstruating, I'm automatically not ovulating and I cannot get pregnant. So even if you have unprotected intercourse during your menstruation and you know you're not ready to have a baby, please use the Postpill, because you may just be ovulating during your menstruation.
Okay. Are there any disadvantages for using this method and any other methods?
Okay, talking about the this particular Postpill, the emergency pill, we've talked about the fact that you could have menstrual change in terms of delay menstruation or early one. You could have some breast tenderness that will go within 2 or 3 days after use. Then you could be nauseating. You could feel nauseated. You want to vomit, or you vomit. But like the doctor has actually pointed out, if you vomited, you know, within 2 hours of taking the pill, you need to repeat it. Then now going to the other methods, you know, we usually say that our side effects are not something that every woman that is on contraception will experience. It's a maybe or may not, it may happen or it may not. And the common ones are the fact that, oh, you don't menstruate. Some people will say they have a heavy bleed. Some people will say they are spotting. Some will say they are having headaches. But all these are manageable. They are things that you can manage with your healthcare practitioner. Once you are experiencing, in fact, even before you are being given the method, they will counsel you. They will tell you some of these things that you will experience and how you can manage it. So don't say because I've heard people say, oh, there are a lot of, I've heard people say, I will feel this, I will feel that. So because of that, I'm afraid of picking up a method. I will say, please, that should not actually stop you from picking a method. All these that we've mentioned are manageable. They can be manageable for you to actually enjoy the method. And we also usually say that this side effect are things that will come up when you newly adopt.
It's just for a period.
Yes, it's just for a period of time, because why? Your system, you know, what you are introducing to the system is new to the system. So because of that, the system wants to react to it, but there are things that afterwards your system gets used to and you are good to go.
Okay, will this pill protect you from HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases?
No, 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 again, no. The pills only protect against pregnancy. As in, wanted pregnancy.
If you want to protect against the sexually transmitted infections, then you go for the condoms, the male and female one. They are the only method that actually does a dual protection in terms of preventing STIs and also preventing pregnancy.
Okay.
But for post-pill, it's only prevent against unplanned pregnancy.
Okay, can it be used for abortion?
No. It cannot, because the truth is, once you are pregnant and you take post-pill, believe me, you doesn't have anything to it won't affect the baby. The baby will grow, the baby will just be enjoying, you know. So please, it does not work for abortion. It only works before pregnancy takes place.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we have to round up now. What are your final thoughts on this topic?
Okay, so basically I would advise as many that are sexually active out there, that you know that there are emergencies that happen. Instead of you to wait until it is too late, then please walk into any pharmacy store, drugstores around you. Go for post-pill with 200 naira, 250. Yes, you get post-pill. And because it's a single tablet, it's easy to swallow. So you don't have the fear of, oh, it's very big. You can see it on the screen when it was shown that it's very tiny. You can just pop it into your mouth, take it, and you prevent that headache, that worries that comes after the unplanned intercourse.
Okay, doctor.
All right, just like she said, remember the post-pill anytime an emergency occurs, if I may put it that way. But remember that it is not a permanent form of contraceptive. So after it's happened once, twice, you may actually look into getting a more reliable method to prevent unwanted pregnancy.
All right. If you need more information about this particular topic, emergency contraceptive pill, or any other topic we've been discussing in the last few weeks, please log on to www.oniandbanana.com or send your question to DKT's toll-free short code. That's RHS by typing RHS space. Type your question to 38350. It's actually toll-free. You get a doctor to call you back immediately after your message delivers. So thank you so much, Kafila, Somi, Abdullahi, Shola from Ikorodu, Faidat, Olabisi from Ogijo, Isaiah and Folarin from Ishaga. I am Olasumbo Mudukwe. Please join us again next week when we discuss another topic. Please, bye-bye.